Hi, welcome to Hire You an Adjuster. My name is Curtis Hordge. I'm a licensed and bonded public insurance adjuster. I've been a public insurance adjuster for about 24 years here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I'm a second-generation public adjuster. My dad started back in 1969 as a public adjuster. And I'm here to talk to you about some things that people need to know. That's the reason why I started this channel, Hire You an Adjuster, so people will have the information that they need when they need it. When they have a property claim like a fire damage claim or storm claim or some type of water damage claim, a public adjuster is a person that assists property owners do those property claims and make sure they're treated fairly by the insurance companies. We represent the property owner. We also do billing estimates and contents inventory and make sure that they're properly settled at what they actually owe from the company. We make sure things are replaced at the day's replacement cost and also the day's cost of construction. We keep up with all the dates of material and labor hours and stuff like that. So it's good to have a public adjuster when you have a claim, that you have somebody to take you through the hurdles and obstacles of settling your claim to make sure you get a good settlement. I'm grateful to do this, to bring you this channel that can be useful in times of need. If you ever need to reference something about a claim that you're dealing with, you can call us anytime. We'll have our email address available, so you can email us to try to find out, get the information that you need. I'm just grateful to be here. Like I say, so my company's National Adjustment Services. You can Google us, check us out. We got a lot of people that we work for that they will tell you how we serve them and how we was there to help them through their property loss claims. I just want to be brief about this. Right now, there are currently some wildfires going on in Texas, up in the Panhandle area, and I wanted to kind of reach out to some of those people and have a message for them today about something they need to know. But let me just mention some of those counties while we're talking here. Smokehouse Creek in Hutchinson County, Windy Deuce in Moore County, Grapevine Creek, that's in Gray County, Magenta, that's in Oldham County, 687 Reamer, that's in Hutchinson County, and also Roughneck, that's also in Hutchinson County. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to the families that have lost loved ones, livestock, and property for these fires that have been out of control. I think some of them are contained or being better contained. We also want to give our thoughts and prayers out to the first responders who are volunteer fire departments, I'm sure, that are collaborating to assist them to contain these fires, and all the people that are helping people after the loss to make sure that they kind of bring them back to some type of normalcy. Our thoughts and prayers go out to you as well. I just want to say to the people that have dealt with a total loss fire, the Texas Insurance Code has a section, and the section is 862053 in the Texas Insurance Code. It states this: fire insurance, total loss, real property. A fire insurance policy in case of a total loss by fire of property insurance shall be held and considered to be liquidated demand against the company for the full amount of such policy. Now, it also says this subject does not apply to personal property. So meaning a total loss means that your house is unrepairable. There's no way that they can use something that was pre-existing there, tie onto it, and repair your house to back to pre-loss condition. If your house is, on a slab or not on a slab, just burned down to rubble, that's actually a total loss. And the Texas Code is supposed to be in all policies, whether it's written inside of Texas or written from surplus line companies outside of the state that write policies in Texas. It's a Texas Code, it's a statute, and it does apply if your house was damaged by a total loss. It's section 862053. In the Texas Insurance Code. You can look at it. You can Google it online. It's also on the TDI website, tdi.gov website. You can look at that, and you want to make sure your insurance company know that you know this, because this applies only to the structure. It does not apply to the personal property. Personal property is anything you would take out of the house if you leave the house. If you decide to move anything like your clothes, your furniture, your food, your jewelry, anything you would take that's a personal possession, that's not structural, that's personal property. This statute does not apply to the personal property. It only applies to the statute. It applies to the structure. It means that they owe you the face amount of the policy for the structure portion of that claim, which is usually coverage A on your declaration page of your policy. If your house has $300,000 on it, they owe you $300,000. Cut a check for that. But the personal property has to be documented. You have to document your personal property. And I'll say this to people who are doing total loss inventories: take your time. Take your time and really think about what you had inside your house. You're not going to remember everything, but just continue to ask questions about stuff that people normally have inside their house. How many belts you got? How many sweaters you got? Whatever it is, you have to really think about that and try to itemize those items in a way to where if they're name brand, you look for the name brand prices. If they're just regular, you get the regular prices. But you have to really document that total loss inventory. You have to put on where you bought it, at least the stores you shop at, how many years you've had it. That's going to determine how much depreciation is taken. The replacement cost of what it costs to replace it. And basically something about what the condition it was in. Because sometimes people have stuff in mint condition, but it's old, but it's in mint condition. I remember when I used to go to my grandmother's house, she'd have the couches that had the plastic all over the couch. You couldn't get any Kool-Aid on that couch. It was airtight. But anyway, basically, you want to make sure that you do an itemized list of everything inside your house, inside your rooms, your bedrooms, your kitchens, your bathrooms, your living room, your garage, your lawn furniture, anything outside that was considered personal property, inside your shed, inside your detached shed or garage. All those items need to be listed. Keep in mind they don't cover anything that go on the Texas highway. So if you got an old car sitting in there, then that's not covered on your homeowner's policy. It'll be something like it has to have its own insurance. But if you have like go-karts or jet skis, stuff like that, maybe that could probably be covered under your policy, unless your policy excludes them. Those should be covered in your personal property. But I wanted to say that, so you want to look out for that code and be mindful of that code, because a lot of people are going to have a lot of total losses out there, and you want to make sure they know that that liquidated demand could be a factor in this in your claim, on your claim. I also want to say when you first get your insurance policy, your agent probably will give you something that looks like this. It's about 4 or 5 pages. You can read through it, and it's got a certain page that has the different coverages of what you have, what's on your structure, what's on your personal property. And they give you this to say, hey, this is your policy. But this is not your complete policy. Your complete policy normally looks about like this. It's about 60 pages, or it could be more than that, over 100 and some pages. So as public adjuster, we read through this policy. Now, we can't interpret policy, but we can explain policy. We know what it means because we read enough of these policies to know what it means to you. And that's some of the things that we bring to the table as public adjusters, knowing policy and knowing what it means to you in dealing with the kind of loss that you've suffered at the time. So I would say this, we're going to put our email address on here. We're going to put our phone numbers on here. You're welcome to call me and talk to me about what you're dealing with. I handle a lot of calls all the time of people in situations. If I can help, I will. If I can't, I can get somebody to help you, or I can get somebody, put you in the right direction where you can get the help that you need. I want you guys to take the time to like this channel, subscribe to it. It's going to be a lot of content coming out. We're going to be doing a lot of things that you need to know. And you can always go back and reference these things if you're ever in a situation. We hope you're not in a situation, but if you ever are, you have an opportunity to go back and have something on YouTube that you can go back and say, I need to deal with this because I'm dealing with this now. I want to thank you guys for taking up your time. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this thing. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Like, love, subscribe, and we're going to see you guys later with much, much more. Thank you.